Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young while we all grow old. In a world where you never bite the hand that feeds you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy come, easy go. So they say, so we know. And when we fall, then we fold. Puppet strings.
Back the television telling lies to me. If a penny for your thoughts, then it's costing me. Just the luck of the draw in the and an eye for an eye in today's economy.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with.
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
Crawl before you walk.
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the center locking down the middle. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Here's Hartenstein. Nesmith with the ball. Williams picks him up. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they pick up 2.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler. And when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Halliburton, a screen on Williams. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 5 minutes.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nembhard covering. Outside, Dort. The second chance effort. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Pass to Nembhard. Nesmith with the ball. Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Williams. Siakam pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First team foul. 2.
And that one falls for Turner. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Make some noise.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, pass to Nembhard. Now Siakam to the paint, and Turner throws it down.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
You immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thanks, David. The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Nembhard. Wallace covering. Count it.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Shots good by Williams.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Siakam. Nothing on the board. It's taken away by Wallace. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams sets a screen for Holmgren. The Pacers pull it in.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Shepard comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Another miss by Siakam. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 6. Wiggins, a screen on Siakam. Caruso, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's Mathurin missing. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Tapping a screen on Williams. Here's Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
McConnell finds Toppin. Indiana moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam, the bounce pass. Shepard trains it from beyond the arc.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And here is Caruso. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Gilgeous Alexander. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Williams. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wallace in a shooting guard. Mathurin, good.
And using that body to his advantage. Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
You have a guard like Gilgeous Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Now, here's Walker. Still yet to score. From 15 feet away, nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous Alexander will not be stopped.
On the wing, Turner. Back to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Gilgeous Alexander gets it to go.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Dort. Pass to Mathurin. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Wiggins outside. The tray. Traps in the tray. Wiggins has got 5. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night, Halliburton certainly fit that bill.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That one falls.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Nembhard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein, and the shot goes in.
Involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton outside, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now, Nembhard, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Wiggins in the post, covered by Siakam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. The Thunder also changing it up. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's George. No scoring in this one. And a miss there on the triple. Now, here's Nesmith. Wallace covering. And there's the call on Lou George. That's his first foul. So it's the Pacers now. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Over in the corner, Turner. Off target with his 3. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Now, here's Siakam. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Shoots over Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Siakam. No good that time. Good D by Holmgren.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 5. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. Here's Halliburton, following the score by Oklahoma City. And the shot goes in. Nembhard's got his second bucket.
And Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
Over in the corner, Williams. Wallace kicks to Dort. Nailed from three-point land.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Dort. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. Lock at 6. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And Turner stays with it. Turner's got 14 points for the game.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, DA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist who can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report.
Dort has that great compact fire hydrant type of build, and he'll take that kind of contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one is off. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Halliburton finds Nesmith. Fires for 3. They get the rebound, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Halliburton seams it in.
Tenacious play by Halliburton, crashing into a foul and still sinking that shot.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace looking for an opening. Williams a screen. Wallace the pass to Williams. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Halliburton for 3. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Halliburton has that kind of ability. An awkward release, but man, is he consistent with it.
Wallace kicks to Caruso. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Nembhard. Mathurin for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing right side. Shoots. Siakam pulls it in.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Mathurin finds Nembhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Williams, a screen on Siakam. Caruso, no good. Indiana leading. Inside, here's Nembhard. Misses the baby hook. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Dort. Takes the three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Haliburton with it. Back to Mathurin. Now Siakam. 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Sinks the triple. Siakam's got 6.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
Caruso kicks to Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Haliburton in the corner, to the middle. Here's Turner. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get loud for your Pacers Turner dance crew.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Haliburton. Then for the Thunder, Holmgren, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Cason Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. That's going to send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Dort finds Holmgren. Dort with the ball. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander over McConnell. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the Pacers. They lead by a bucket. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Isaiah Joe is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. Williams with the block. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Pacers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Toppin sets a screen for Haliburton. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. to take the lead, and good, he nails it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points.
Now the D better step up their game as Shea is effective at the pull-up.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Halliburton, good, and McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his third assist on the night.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Now, here's McConnell. Here's Halliburton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Savvy move by Halliburton. Sees opportunities so quickly for a young player.
For Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shots.
That's good from Halliburton. And Indiana making a change here. Nembhard's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wiggins from outside buries the long-range jumper. And the Thunder lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Alex Caruso.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. The previous play is easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys,
thank you, David.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now, here's Walker. Now, Nembhard lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away. Siakam is checked in for Indiana.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Here's Nembhard. Good D by Holmgren. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And that one is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
The Pacers are gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from the top of the key, and he nails that one right through the net. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Takes a 3. Neesmith can't get it to go. Here's Oklahoma City, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
30 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Fifth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.